Hi all, and welcome to another of my transit van builds. Excuse the state of me, you'll see why in a second. I'm such a mess. Well, today I'm going to show you how I changed my gearbox. I've had problems for a little while with it. It's been making loads of noise and grinding. I've searched eBay, couldn't really find a lot on there to show me exactly how to do it. So with the help of my trusted Haynes manual, which is somewhere because I threw it a little while ago because it's not really much help, and just a bit of common sense, I've sort of figured it out myself. So let me show you what I got to. This is what I've been doing so far. As you can see, this is my old gearbox. Let me just switch this camera around. Hold on one second. How do I do this? This is my old gearbox and this is my new gearbox. As you can see, I've took this bit off my old one to put onto here. The engine mount off my old one to put onto here. So I've stripped it off of there because that's what's missing off of this box. It goes onto here and the mount down there. Well, anyway, let me show you how I removed it. Because like I say, there's not really no clear instructions on eBay. So on YouTube. So this is what I did. Right, the first thing I did was jack the van up. As you can see, I put these axle stands on, and I put the axle stands onto there. I was going to use ramps, but you have to sort of drop the subframe. Then you unbolt the 12 bolts on the gearbox housing, unbolt the prop shaft, which you'll see is there. The prop shaft is bolted on with 3 bolts, don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so I took it off that end, but to pull it out the spline, you have to disconnect it at that end as well. So you see my prop shafts there. Once the prop shaft's off, you can go around and disconnect the gear linkage cables, which are there. The clutch master cylinder, which is there, which you remove by turning the whole thing anti-clockwise, and then it will just pop out. And there's, you see my clutch. You then have to drop these bolts on the subframe. I haven't actually took them fully out, but they are disconnected up there, you can see. Support it by a jack and then drop the subframe down so you can get the bell housing actually past this part here because it won't come out otherwise. And then the same in reverse. There's 4 bolts on the subframe. There's 2 bolts, one there and one there, and then there's 2 nuts hidden up in there and one on the other side, which you have to take off, and then it allows you to drop the subframe down, as you can see by the gap. You only need to drop it down, not a lot, 100mm maybe 150mm tops, and then you get enough room to get the gearbox out. So this is where I'm at the moment. My gearbox is out and I'm just about going to put my new gearbox in. So I shall crack on with that and show you what I'm doing in a minute. Well, as you can see, the gearbox is now in. I didn't video that part because of, well, there was a lot of swearing going on and cussing and things, but I just got to make sure everything's tightened up. I've connected the gear cables back together. Can you see that there? Here's the gear linkage levers. I've connected them back together. To release them, you just push this button in the centre of them and pull down, and then obviously reverse. The fixed back is reverse, and then they lock back on again. There's like a little catch in the middle. They just clip on and off. They're back on. The 2 bolts here for the mountings, I have there and there. I've also done back up. All the nuts around the bell housing. Let me see if I can get, yeah. All the nuts around the bell housing I've stuck back in. And the prop shaft I've bolted back on with these bolts here. This one, and the one around the back there. I've also bolted it back on in the centre here. So there's a bolt there and there's a bolt there and another one down the centre there and on the other side. The subframe's all back up. That bolt's tightened, that bolt's tightened, the one there at the front and the one on the other side. I'm just going to release this jack and hope that nothing falls down and everything is as it should be. And then I shall go around and tighten everything up, and then we shall start it up and see if it works. Well, in reality, I started this about 8 o'clock this morning, and it's now, I don't know, about 20 past 6. So you can do it on your own, change a gearbox, but I wouldn't advise it. It's a nightmare job, and if I'd recorded it, this whole video would have just been full of swearing and cussing, and what else? I really wouldn't recommend doing it on your own. 2 people would make life so much easier, and also the correct tools. Oh god, some of these bolts under here, especially on the subframe, were so tight. I wouldn't have been able to do them without this breaker bar. As you can see, this is a massive bar. It's just solid, and trust me when I say you use all your strength to try and undo them bolts. They are so tight, it is unbelievable. Yeah, if you don't have a torque wrench, then they're tight, is what they are. But yes, it's possible. Well, I think it's possible. The main thing is now I've got to let the jack off, take the actual jacks out, and then go and make sure it starts and actually works. This is the big thing. I'll get back to you in a minute.